This episode is brought to you by 1010. 1010 is an exclusive collection of 10 one-of-a-kind engagement rings designed by 10 of the most distinctive designers working today. Using only diamonds responsibly and sustainably sourced from Botswana, 10 design masters have each produced a set of 10 uniquely beautiful diamond rings, and they're available now exclusively at BlueNile.com. This exciting collection of truly unique, limited edition diamond engagement rings is available now only at BlueNile.com. This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 909, How to Cope with Sibling Rivalry, by Adina Soclof of ParentingSimply.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ORD on this fine Thursday. I am your host and narrator, Greg Audino, and today I am very excited to introduce a brand new author to you. We'll be sharing some work from Adina Soclof, creator of ParentingSimply.com. She's got a great piece for us today on sibling rivalries, something we don't really touch on a whole lot over here. Shame on us. But more about her at the end. For now, we are going to share her work, see what she has to say, and start optimizing your life. How to Cope with Sibling Rivalry, by Adina Soclof of ParentingSimply.com. Thanks to the pandemic, we're spending a lot of time with our families, and nerves are a bit frayed. There is Zoom school, the constant cooking and snacking, and the seemingly never-ending mess. But what is driving parents over the edge? What is the number one problem? Sibling rivalry. Many kids are bickering, teasing, tattling, and finally, the worst, fighting. Sibling rivalry is probably one of the most annoying behaviors that we as parents need to manage. We get so frustrated and we're not sure how to react. Kids will fight about almost anything. We often unwittingly put ourselves in the middle of the fray. Here are 3 great techniques that we can use to manage sibling rivalry, stop the fighting, and move children towards resolving their own issues. Avoid asking questions. When children fight, we usually react by playing judge and jury. We start asking questions. This can exacerbate the problem. Whose turn is it? Why are you fighting? Who had it first? Why can't you get along? Who started this? Children do not have answers to these questions, or if they do, since they are developmentally egocentric, the answers will be completely subjective. They do not have the savvy or the intelligence to judge objectively. When asked who started it, I can guarantee that they each will feel the other started it. Same with who had it first. They will both think they had it first. Why are you fighting? Will also evoke a similar response. They will both blame the other one for being mean or unfair. As for why can't you get along, the real answer is, it is natural for siblings to fight. They are each vying for a parent's attention. It's frustrating to live with someone, and any 2 people living together will get on each other's nerves. Unfortunately, children do not have the self-awareness or understanding to answer this question correctly. The 3-pronged approach. Instead of asking questions, we want to move our children from conflict to resolution. We can do that by naming the problem, acknowledging feelings, moving children towards problem solving. Here are a few sample scripts that you can read over before the next argument erupts. Cleaning up the family room. Why can't you kids just clean up the family room when I ask you? Why does everything need to be a fight? What you could say, you guys are having trouble figuring out how to clean up the family room. You can't decide what you should do first. You feel like you end up doing more, and you feel like you end up doing more. You don't feel that is fair. What would seem fair to both of you? How can we clean up the family room in a way that you both feel would work for you? Arguing over whose turn it is to play. Why do you always have to argue over whose turn it is to play? Why do you guys always have to make a big deal out of nothing? I'm taking these toys away, now. Now no one's going to play. What you could say, you sound like you're having some trouble sharing this toy train. You both want to play with it right now. You don't want to have to take turns. Can you guys figure out some sort of compromise? What can we do? Have pat phrases. When it comes to their siblings, a child's memory is like an elephant. Kids have a running tab in their head of who has done what. Each child has different ideas of what they consider fair and just. So, Even though you may tell Sarah to sweep because Eli just helped you with the baby, Sarah might remember that she swept last time, and really it should be Eli's turn. That's why they are always saying things like, "I always have to do everything," or "Why don't you ask Sam? Why do you always ask me?" You don't want to get embroiled in trying to remember who did what. Again, you don't want to play the judge and jury game or be the referee. It's exhausting and frustrating to try and decipher each kid's complicated and unwritten sense of what they deem fair. Instead, you can say, "I'm trying to make the jobs as fair as possible. Sometimes you will do more and sometimes he will do more. That's how it works. We are a team and we work together. Right now, we need cooperation to get a job done. We will discuss the fairness of the situation later on. Don't worry if your kids don't respond right away. Moving kids from conflict to solution can be a long and arduous process." You just listened to the post titled, "How to Cope with Sibling Rivalry" by Adina Soclof of ParentingSimply.com. And everyone, it is no secret that 2020 was a lot, and I think you'd agree that we could all benefit from less stress and more sleep in our lives. It's so important to take care of ourselves and invest in our well-being during times of anxiety, and that's why we're really excited to partner with Calm, the app designed to help you ease stress and sleep better. Calm, which has over 85 million users, has a whole library of programs designed for healthy sleep, like soundscapes, guided meditations, and over 100 sleep stories. I am a Calm user, and I can safely say that its assortment of soothing material for day and night made my meditation experience a lot better and took away the stress that we often feel about meditating the right way, whatever that means. And now for listeners of the show, Calm is offering a special limited time promotion of 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/ORD. That's 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library, and new content is added every week. Get started today at calm.com/ORD. That's calm.com/ORD. And a bit about our newly featured author, Adina Soclof. She is a certified speech pathologist, and she received her master's degree from Hunter College in New York in communication sciences. She worked in preschools for the developmentally disabled in the New York area before staying home full-time with her family. And then in 2010, she launched Parenting Simply as a community to help parents connect with their children and learn simple, practical, and easy-to-implement skills to create a peaceful home. Parenting Simply's mission is to reduce the stress that parents and children feel by giving parents communication and organizational tips that can help parents maintain a loving and calm home. And I think it's clear that the mission was supported fully in this post, a really good one today, and highly practical. Although Adina only provided a few examples of scripts that parents can use to derail some sibling rivalries, if you look at the running theme throughout her examples, you'll quickly find that it can be applied to any disagreement siblings might be having. And honestly, it's wonderful for adult disagreements too. That theme is unity. It's the give and take, reminding children of the truth that they both have needs and that decisions need to be made that support both of their needs as well as possible. And beyond that, notice how she guides the interactions rather than commandeering them. She lays everything out on the table for her kids, but ultimately puts it on them to work through it together while she oversees. This is a great strategy to help children take ownership, deal with conflict in healthy ways, and of course stay mindful of what their opposition needs. Great lifelong tools personally and professionally. So thanks a lot to Adina, and congrats to her for making a dynamite first impression here on the show. This was a wonderful read, and we will be looking forward to more from her. Time for us to get out of here now, though. Thanks a lot for being here today, everyone, and for welcoming Adina to our roster of authors. This was Parenting Post number 1 of the week, and we'll be back with another one tomorrow before the weekend. So if you liked today's post, come on back tomorrow where we will have more and where your optimal life awaits.